This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank, big league games and spring tournament games highlight this week's show. We'll have De La Salle battling Amador Valley, Wilcox takes on Los Gatos, and Arroyo faces Bishop O'Dowd.
Softball has Valley Christian taking on Mitty, North Bay Lacrosse with Redwood and Novato, and the story of the Los Altos baseball player and his battle with type 1 diabetes. 49ers Cal High Sports Report starts right now.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We begin tonight with baseball in the Mount Hamilton division. The Lee Longhorns come into the week with a 2-0 league record. Giancarlo Leonardo playing very well on the mound, hitting .323 for the Longhorns.
Yep, and Lee meeting Willow Glen this week. The Rams feature the hot bat of senior A.J. Santamaria. A.J. hitting .472 with 17 hits this season. Lee and Willow Glen in a Mount Hamilton division tussle Wednesday afternoon. The Willow Glen Rams looking to defend the home turf against the Lee Longhorns, and it's the Rams striking first. Runner at third, great situational hitting by lefty Arthur Jones. It's a grounder to the right side. A.J. Santamaria scores 1-0 Rams. Top four, Longhorn catcher Nate Schwartz hits a slow roller to third. He's going to hustle. He is safe. Schwartz with a leadoff single, a fast catcher. Next up, it's Northridge commit Robbie Hamchuk smashing a line drive to left center. The ball drops in for a base hit. Schwartz hustles into third, and Hamchuk ends up at second. That brings up Giancarlo Leonardo. The senior executes with a drive to center field. Schwartz scores. The throw comes home, but not in time, as Hamchuk also crosses home plate. Lee takes a 2-1 lead. Still top four, here's Ryan Ing hitting a flare over second. Owen Dyer and Mitchell Dowd come in to score, part of a 6-run inning for the Lee Longhorns. The Rams looking to retaliate, but right-handed pitcher Dowd would only allow 2 hits in the entire game. The senior turns 2 here for the double play. One of 3 times the pitcher started a double play in this game. Lee pulls together another 6-run inning in the 7th. Here's Austin Kench doing a nice job keeping his hands back on the off-speed pitch. The flare drops into shallow center, allowing Jack Fowler to score. The Longhorns with a big win over the Rams, putting 12 runs on the board. Dowd going the distance, throwing only 67 pitches in the game.
The Lincoln Mustangs looking to take down the undefeated Lowell Cardinals this rainy Monday. Top of the first, Levi Humphrey up to bat for the Cards. He sends a grounder to left. Cameron Tang scores, putting Lowell on the board. Then we skip to the top of the third. Tang now up to bat. Runners on the corners. Michael Leung steals second. The ball is thrown to the outfield, and Jordy Bach crosses home. Lowell up 2-0. Same at bat. Tang with a blooping liner, and the ball goes into right. Lowell would score in a couple of walks, and it's 3-0 Cardinals. Lowell goes on a rally in the third. Jack Schoner up to bat. He knocks that one to left, scoring Tang to give Lowell the 4-0 lead. Next up is Trey Chase, and Trey hits the ball to the right side. It goes to the second baseman, and the fielder's choice scores Humphrey, and Lowell goes up by 5. Bottom of the third now, Lincoln with a runner on. Check out this amazing diving catch by Tio Coolius to end the inning. Tio, too cool. Bottom 5, Colson Ryan at the plate for the Mustangs with runners on second and third. He hits it to right. A runner scores. Here's the Cardinals relay. Coolius to Humphrey to catcher Shane Stanley. Got him. It's 5-1 Cardinals. Lowell pitcher Jack Schoner had himself a day on the mound, allowing just 6 hits with 10 strikeouts going the distance. The Cards take game 1 of the 2-game set 5-1. North Bay sports coverage is brought to you by South County Chrysler of Marin. Redwood and Novato both undefeated in league, but only one can prevail. Few penalty shots start the game. Amanda Morse gets things going here. It's 3-1 Giants. But it was close all game. Mia Lawrence had back-to-back goals early on, including spinning through the fray to get this one in for Novato. A couple minutes later, Sabrina Bassino finds Carolyn Soja, who shoots it in. Redwood follows that up with a deep shot from Harper Glass, and Novato with some nice moves of its own. Lauren Picardi gets it to Maddie Frank for the Hornets' first lead of the game, but the Giants aren't done. Morse rolls past her defender to tie this game at 7. Back to Novato. Lawrence with the great pass downfield to Molly Carter, who fires it in. It's 10-8 Hornets at the half. In the second, Redwood's Bassino swings around the back and charges in for the score. Novato gets that that one back. Carter gets the lob and punches it in. The Giants later take the lead. Bassino to Aaron McCarthy. It's 12-11 Redwood. The Hornets quickly tie it up as Frank fights through traffic for the goal. Nevada would lead it, but it's Redwood's turn to even things up. Bassino flying in for her 5th goal of the game, and the Giants would win this one. Glass fires it in to give Redwood the 16-15 lead. The Giants hand Nevada its first MCAL loss since 2014.
Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a rap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Riker Center.
Yeah, they do an amazing job. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
It's Cal High Sports Report, brought to you by the Riker Center. This is Raman Jamal. Cameron Weatherford commands competitors, throwing bullets. Don't worry, his hands are registered. The senior pitcher for the Arroyo Dons put batters in hot water like boiled prawns. He pitched a complete game with only 2 hits, threw 12 strikeouts while his opponents threw fits. With a 1.05 ERA, the Dons are now 4-2 in league play. Next up is Trevor Allen, who's got hella talent. A Los Gatos Wildcat up for any challenge in the very tough division of De Anza. Look how he stands up to the defending league champs with a complete game shutout. Only 3 hits. As a pitcher on the season, he is undefeated. Guaranteed to play at San Jose State. You want to make a bet, this man will raise stakes. I see you, and I'm all in. These are your Players of the Week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's the 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, with this week's tip.
There are a lot of modalities your treatment team can use to help get you back on the field. Ultrasound is a device that uses high-pitched sound waves to deliver deep heat to your healing tissues. Electrical stimulation can be delivered across the skin, known as a TENS unit, and different frequencies may activate non-painful pain receptors in order to relieve pain. You might also see cupping, the use of small suction cups to deliver blood flow to the tissue, dry needling and acupuncture, Graston, using blunt metal blades to provide deep friction to the tissues, light and laser therapy, and even a small jackhammer-looking device for deep massage. Even with all these fancy gadgets, don't forget the RICE acronym. Rest, ice, compression, and elevation still hold strong for management of acute injury.
Coming up, our NCS Block Construction Blockbuster game. It's the East Bay League showdown with De La Salle and Amador Valley.
And softball with St. Francis and presentation at 49ers Cal High Sports Report continues.
Each day brings new possibilities. That's why you need a partner dedicated to helping your company reach its goals. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
If you have had hard times or you're experiencing trials and tribulations in life, we understand and we want to help. If you have had previous car problems or unresolved credit issues, whether you are parting ways or just starting over, we have a program to get you back on track, back on the road to the promised land. You owe it to yourself. If you have the will, we have the way. So call us today. Start something new.
Amazing scenery? Check. No cell phone service? Check. Best friend? Check. 20-degree grade? No problem. We love this as much as professional climbers. That's why we have the same doctors, making sure we make it to the top.
When I first came here, my goal was to be a contributing player on my high school's JV football team. The center actually not only helped me achieve my goals, but exceed even what I initially set out to do. I was able to continue playing football professionally through a lot of the things that I learned at the Riker Center. The Riker Center is a place to help you achieve your goals and then, tailor it to whatever the person's goals might be.
We are back at Levi Stadium with the big game this week in the East Bay League. The De La Salle Spartans lead the league with a perfect 4-0 record, with both Amador Valley and Foothill just one game behind.
Junior Kyle Harrison hitting .414 for the Spartans, who go up against Amador Valley this week. The Dons with junior Jacob Stinson batting .417. First place on the line in our NCS Block Construction Blockbuster game, and our Adrian Soriano was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
Welcome to Amador Valley High School today for a big East Bay League matchup between the De La Salle Spartans and the Amador Valley Dons. De La Salle comes into this game at 5-0 in the East Bay League, with Blake Burke leading the way with 3 home runs and 13 RBIs. On the mound for Amador Valley will be Justin Rasmussen. Justin sports a 1.31 ERA with 21 strikeouts. It's De La Salle and Amador Valley with first place on the line in the NCS Block Construction Blockbuster game. De La Salle looking to start off strong in the first. Blake Burke hits one up the middle for a base hit, but Justin Rasmussen induces a deep fly ball to center. Nick Meistis makes the catch to end the inning. No score after 1. UCLA-bound junior Kyle Harrison was dominant on the bump for De La Salle. Harrison getting the backwards K here, still no score after 2. Third inning and the Spartans get a rally going. Keone Coloma smokes one through the infield for a base knock. Nick Fusari up to bat next, and he lines one to right field for another base hit. A double steal puts runners at second and third for Chris Santiago, who skies one to right field. The catch is made by Joey Batalega. Here comes the throw. Here comes Coloma, and Coloma is safe at the plate to give the Spartans a 1-0 lead. Jared Ami keeps it going with a grounder to short. The throw is off at first as Fusari races in to score to extend the De La Salle lead to 2. But Amador Valley buckles down on defense as Ari Solomon fires to Trevor Jackson at second to end the inning. Fifth inning now, and AV gets runners at first and second, but Harrison gets another backwards K here. Harrison would finish with 11 Ks while preserving the no-no through 6. Bottom 7, and Amador Valley gets 3 walks to load the bases, but De La Salle closer Chris Santiago buckles down to get the strikeout for out number 2. Santiago 1 out away, and he gets the big-time strikeout to complete the team no-hitter. De La Salle wins it 2-0 to go to 6-0 in the East Bay League. Kyle Harrison talks about what this win means for the Spartans.
This is a huge win, obviously. We want to be at the top of E-ball come the end of the season, and it was just a great team win. We stayed with each other, we were behind each other's backs, and got the job done.
In Pleasanton with the Blockbuster game, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
St. Francis head coach Mike Oakland getting his girls ready to go for the game at Presentation. First inning, St. Francis threatening 1 out, runners at first and third, but the line drive is caught by Anya Lee at second. A quick throw to Jade Henry at first, a double play. Bottom 1, a runner at third for Jade Henry, who sends a line single to left, scoring as Carolyn Scotes, 1-0 Prez. Good defense throughout the middle innings. Prez catcher Lindsay Vivas with a strong throw to get the runner at second. Still 1-0 going to the bottom of the 5th. St. Francis keeps it that way. A nice backhand stop at third by Hannah DeMore, and a perfect throw to first. 1-0 Prez going to the 6th. Bottom 6, bases loaded, 2 out. Maddie Bowden comes out clutch with a solid single up the middle. Kendall Leffler scores 2-0 Prez. Desperation time now for the Lancers, down 2 in the 7th. Sydney Stewart gets it started, ripping a double down the left field line. Sydney is a very impressive freshman catcher. 1 out as the ball is popped in foul ground. A tough play for Henry, who makes the catch. 2 down. Last chance for the Lancers, who send Sophia Roth in to pinch hit, and Sophia rips a rocket to right center. It drops in. The fielders collide, and Sophia races around the bases to tie the game at 2-all, and we go to extra innings. Top of the 8th, the Lancers with 2 on and 2 out. Stewart sends it to the right side. The ball gets away, allowing Haley Fram to score, and the Lancers get a thrilling come-from-behind win. 3-2 the final. Sophia Roth, the hero, with the 2-run home run.
Each week, South County Chrysler and U.S. Bank bring us the Coach of the Week award. This week's Coach of the Week is Brian Yockey from Midi Baseball. Coach Yockey and the Monarchs with a huge league win last week over a top-ranked team.
Brian Yockey, this week, South County Chrysler U.S. Bank Coach of the Week. Coming up, to the De Anza division we go for Los Gatos and Wilcox.
But first, take a look at our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Softball Power Rankings.
High school sports builds character, builds communities, builds legacies, and Block Construction plays a big part in this, building state-of-the-art athletic facilities all around the Bay Area. With an unwavering commitment to teamwork, innovation, and quality workmanship, Block Construction places great value on dedication, performance, and successful outcomes. Block projects inspire excellence and are a place where memories and legacies are built. Block Construction, we care, we prepare, we perform.
It's a ground ball to the right side, speared by Phillips, flips to Eckersley, and the A's are the world champion.
0-2, and he struck him out swinging.
Some kind of pitching right there.
The fans coming alive here at the Coliseum.
This place is jumping. It's an absolute party.
This is it, man. This is what players live for.
Cheerleading team, and you're watching the 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
We are back at Levi Stadium and off to the De Anza division, where there is a logjam at the top of the league with 4 teams within 1 game of first place. 2 of those teams, Los Gatos and Wilcox, meeting this week.
The Wildcats feature Stanford-bound junior Tommy Troy. The Chargers have won their last 4 games in a row and looking to stay in the league title hunt in the game played on Wednesday.
The Wilcox Chargers getting ready to take on the Los Gatos Wildcats this gloomy Wednesday. No score, top of the 3rd. Nathan Santos at bat for Wilcox, sending it deep to right, one hop and over the fence. It's a ground rule double. But later in the inning, great play by the Cats catcher Jared Quant, firing to Tommy Troy at second base. Nice play, Jared. Bottom 4 now, a runner on for Jack Lewis Miller. JL sends a looping liner to left center. Now 2 on for the Cats with nobody out. A walk later, the bases are loaded. It's a grounder, and Wilcox goes Paul Rosa, who flips it to Jeremy McCullough over to Asahi Sato at first. A double play. Brennan King would score. Los Gatos up 1-0. Still in the 4th, the bases loaded for the Wildcats, and Blake Berkowitz draws a bases-loaded walk to score Jimmy Moore. 2-0 Los Gatos. We go now to the top of the 6th. Nathan Oliveira steps up to the plate for the Chargers, and Nathan sends a deep fly ball to right field. That one is gone. A solo blast for Nathan, cutting the lead to just 2-1. But the Cats shut it down in the top of the 7th. Miller snagging the line drive and firing it over to first for the double play. An outstanding performance by J.L. Miller on the mound for the Cats, who are now 5-2 in league, 1 game out of first place behind Los Altos.
The Lee Longhorns and Branham Bruins both undefeated, looking to take hold of the top spot in the Mount Hamilton division. First set, Tyler Jack sets it to Burglas, who gets the back row kill. Lee with the 1-point advantage. Branham receiving, Eric Coutuli with the dig, and Ben Brigham sets it to Luke Sayre, who crushes it. This was some good volleyball. Tanner Jack receives the serve, and Burglas sets it up for Tyler Jack. He is a beast. The Longhorns go on to lead at 23-22, and Jack and Burglas team up for the block, and Lee wins the first set by 2. Early in the second, Branham with control, Gabe Miller to Brigham. To the high-flying Cole Gillis. Gillis finishing with a team-high 14 kills. 2 points later, the Bruins tied the set with Brian Cash's shot, which is just money. But later on, Lee with the match point. A block by the Bruins. Nick Vargas and Tanner Jack keep it in play. Then Austin Schultz with the heads-up play hits it over the net for the set point. And the Longhorns will go on to take this match. Tyler Jack the dig, Rowan Hughes the set, and Tanner Jack the Jack. Lee wins it in 3 to take hold of first place in league. Tyler Jack and Joseph Burglas doing great work.
Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Chiara Biagini joins us now with the story of a Los Altos baseball player battling diabetes.
Robert, tonight we meet Aaron Parker, a sophomore on the Los Altos baseball team. And while all athletes have to focus their attention on bettering their skills on the field, Aaron also has to keep a close eye on his personal health.
Aaron Parker is a sophomore phenom for the Los Altos Eagles, a linebacker and halfback during the fall, and a power-hitting catcher and third baseman during the spring. It's obvious Aaron has talent. Something not so obvious, the disease he faces every day.
So one night I was constantly drinking a lot of water, and I probably went up to go to the bathroom 5 times in a span of an hour. And all of a sudden my mom started to say, "You're looking really skinny, you lost some weight." I weighed myself and I was 22 pounds lighter than I was the week before, and I was getting very pale, so my mom was like, "We need to get your blood work done." So we went to the ER and it came back positive, and he told me I was basically diagnosed with type 1 diabetes.
Aaron was diagnosed 2 years ago with type 1 diabetes, a disease preventing the body from producing insulin. Insulin is a hormone produced in the pancreas, essential in allowing sugar to enter blood cells to produce energy. Aaron feared what this meant for his sports, but his family helped him adapt.
I just loved having my dad and my mom, and even my brother, like to this day, he always asks, "Do I need anything?" He's always saying, like, you know, your health is first. Like, I know you want to compete and be out there every day, but if you're not in the right blood sugar zone, you should not be out here.
So with the help of his family and modern technology, Aaron learned how to regulate his blood sugar levels so he can compete at the high level of high school sports.
So right now I'm wearing the Dexcom G6, which sends my glucose levels every 5 minutes to my phone, and it tells me my trend data, whether I'm going up or down. And throughout the game, periodically I go in and I check my levels, and as long as I'm in around 180 to 120, I feel pretty confident. If I go up, it's no big deal, and then when I go down, it's Skittle time, get a little fuel in me, you know.
Aaron is doing an incredible job at handling type 1 diabetes, despite the many challenges that come with the lifelong disease. Irregular glucose levels and improper dieting can lead to life-threatening health complications, a big weight for a teenager to carry.
I'm fielding a ground ball, you just make an error, and you realize, wait, well, I'm also low, and so you gotta literally shut down from everything you've been doing. You have to go in there, eat, and when you're not hungry, you still have to eat, and everybody's looking at you. Everybody's like, "What's that thing on your arm?" It's just like, I'm a type 1 diabetic, and it's just something I have to do.
Big brother and teammate Ben Parker is proud of Aaron and how he has handled being a diabetic.
I mean, it's awesome. Like, our teammates you wouldn't notice it if you just met him and watched him do what he does every day. We know a lot of kids that, you know, their doctors don't let them play sports because they're not as on top of their stuff, and he's just been, like, perfect with it.
Since day one, Aaron has taken on type 1 diabetes with a relentless positive mindset. He does not let the disease keep him from doing what he loves.
When I was sitting in the ER bed, the first thought was, is it over? Do I not get to play football? Do I not get to go wrestle with my friends, play baseball? But the fact that I'm out here is just, it means like the world to me, because this is the only time outside of the school day that I get to relax and do what I love doing. And just sometimes I just completely lose sight of that, what I actually am, a type 1 diabetic. And it's just really awesome because this is the one time a day that I just get to relax, be with my friends, play with my brothers, make fun with the coaches, and it's really awesome just knowing that being a type 1 diabetic does not have to stop you with anything you want to do.
Type 1 diabetes is an everyday battle, but for this relentless eagle, the sky is the limit.
Aaron is an incredible baseball player, and the Los Altos Eagles are looking for back-to-back CCS titles, and it's awesome that Aaron and his brother are going through the season together.
Yeah, and the team's doing very well again this year, but very tough league, as we saw earlier with Los Gatos and Wilcox and Palo Alto. So
yep, they're fighting for first place.
Yeah, but he's doing a great job.
He's doing
and he's in great shape.
Oh, he is. He's ripped.
All right, thanks, Kate.
So Aaron is our Be Human Inspirational Athlete this week. To nominate your favorite inspirational athlete, download the Be Human app in the App Store and use the tag Inspirational Athlete to share what makes your nominees so inspirational. Be Human is humanizing social media. Be Human, inspire, and be inspired. Coming up, our South County Chrysler Game of the Week with Arroyo battling Bishop O'Dowd.
Then it's O'Dowd battling University in La Crosse. You're watching the top high school sports show in the nation. 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The Callaways wanted to share the beauty of our country with their kids through the gift of travel, but fulfilling this dream seemed out of reach. Familiar with their adventurous ambition, Tri-Counties Bank personal banker Violet Diaz and team explored different financial avenues, sending them down the road with a flexible home equity line of credit to fund a family RV. Now lasting memories are on the horizon. That's service worth sharing. For personalized problem solving, switch to Tri-Counties Bank. Service with solutions.
Luxury real estate is far more than a transaction. It's about living the life you deserve. Morgan Mano Shepler with McGuire Real Estate knows a commitment at this level requires a rock-solid relationship with experts who truly understand each local community. Go to Morgan's website to learn more about available homes for sale, read Morgan's client testimonials, and request a complimentary home valuation. With Morgan's proven track record for success, her clients enjoy a complete concierge service experience from start to finish. Because anything is possible when you have the right agent.
At San Jose State University,
we discover who we want to be. For ourselves,
for our families, for our communities.
Different and unexpected.
Begin here.
At the heart of a transforming valley, in a city that is tough and beautiful.
We are Spartans.
What powers us changes our world.
Serino Group is committed to giving you the very best service when buying or selling a home, but we're also committed to giving back to the communities we serve. We are encouraged to see the good and uphold it. Serino Group has pledged to give 1% of our gross commissions to charitable and community groups making a positive difference. Serino Group has donated more than $2 million to these groups since the inception of the 1% for Good program in 2012. Go to our website to see the list of recipients. Serino Group, our community is your community.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer.
And I'm Keith Andry.
And we are both brokers with Serino Group. Many of you will remember legendary football coach Charlie Wiedemeyer, my husband, who was a champion of high school sports. And together, Keith and I support high school sports in our Bay Area.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Block Construction, together building greatness. By Cupertino Electric, the company delivering power and possibilities and celebrating student athletes making a positive impact. By the Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by Stanford Healthcare.
We are back at the NBC Sports Studio with the South County Chrysler Game of the Week. This game is a battle with two of the top teams in the really tight West Alameda County League, with Bishop O'Dowd on top with a perfect 7-0 league record.
But Arroyo is just 2 games back and playing very well. The Dons with outstanding senior pitcher Cameron Weatherford, sporting a 1.04 ERA. It's the South County Chrysler Game of the Week. Aubrey was there.
Bishop O'Dowd playing the Arroyo Dons with the Dragons' undefeated 6-0 league record on the line. Top of 1, Dons have a runner on second for Noah Amaral, and he pulls it to the right side and it rolls down the line. Fred Ramos scores to make it 1-0 Dons, and 3 batters later, the bases are juiced for Alex Harrell, and Harrell does the same thing, this time pulling it down the left field line. The Dons put a 3 spot up in the top of the first. Home half now, the Dragons' go-to guy, Kai Johnson, drops a base hit down the opposite way, but would not score. It's still 3-0 in the top of the second when the bases are loaded for Matt Marquez, and he hits a scorcher through the left side to score Amaral. 5-0 in the bottom half. Wyatt Thompson 3 for 3 at the plate for BOD, trying to stretch it into a double, but a great relay from the Dons left fielder. Fidel Sanchez guns out the runner at second, and the Dons get out of the inning by way of strikeout. Cameron Weatherford dealing, allowing no runs through 3 innings. Now in the top of the 5th, the sun goes down, but the Dons' bats stay hot. Fred Ramos with a liner to the right. He was 4 for 5 at the plate, and a few batters later, the bases are juiced for good old Noah Amaral, and he hits it high into the night sky, and it goes all the way. Grand salami for Amaral, and the Dons lead at 10-0. Then it's Weatherford in the bottom of the inning, continuing to dominate. He would finish the night allowing no earned runs through 6 innings with 8 strikeouts. A big offensive showing for the Dons.
This was a huge win, and here they are, the Arroyo Dons. We're going to talk to Cameron Weatherford first. Cameron, you went 6 innings, allowed no earned runs, and this is our MVP. Yeah, it says MVP on the front. Cameron, these past 2 games have been huge. We've caught you both times on the mound. How have you felt? How have you pitched?
I've felt great, to be honest, coming back from the injury. I feel like I had a lot of pressure, though, coming from the guys, because I feel like I still had to prove something to them. But coming back, it felt great.
Awesome. Thank you, Cam. All right, next we're talking to Noah Amaral, the guy with the bomb today, grand slam. Talk about that at bat, coming up with the bases loaded.
Saw the curveball, just had to swing at it. It was right there, my pitch. Just gotta let it fly.
Gotta let it fly. All right, you've taken down 2 big teams these past few days. How have you felt?
I feel great. As a team, like we're playing better and better. Like we can do way better.
You can do better.
Yeah.
All right, undefeated for the rest of the season, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, last but not least, we're talking to Alex Harrell. Alex, talk about your guys' goals. What do you guys hope to accomplish when that final out is made in the season?
Well, number 1, we gotta win league first. That's number 1 goal. No more losses the rest of the year. Number 2, we're gonna go win NCS this year. Let's go, baby. Let's go. There's only 2 goals we got. 2 big goals.
Those are great goals. All right, these are the Arroyo Dons. Guys, take us out.
Let's go, bring it up. Hey, family on me, family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family!
The Bishop O'Dowd Dragons getting fired up to take on University Tuesday night. The Red Devils looking to get on the board first in the first. Paige Gakuba loses his defender and hits from close range, 1-0 University. But back come the Dragons. Lucas Pfeiffer with a bounce pass to Owen Ramisa, who finds the back of the net to tie it up at 1-1. O'Dowd on the attack again. Ben Huntington scoops up the loose ball and fires one past the keeper to give the Dragons the lead. But University answers back. Max Solmson finds a wide open Jack Edwards, who converts his shot from close range, and both teams end the first tied at 3-3. The Red Devils show off some great ball movement to start the second. Edwards eventually finds August Burnett, who shoots and scores for the goal. And then it's Chris Herrick getting in the goal fest. He fires and hits from long distance. 7-3 University Red Devils lead at the half. Bishop O'Dowd trying to get back into it in the third. Theo Yu with the spin move, then the pass to Cole Seeger, who finds the back of the net. 8-4 Red Devils after 3. The Dragons looking to continue the comeback in the fourth. Yu passing to Huntington, who fires it past the keeper for the goal, but this one belongs to the Red Devils. Paris Gakuba sprinting past defenders, shooting and scoring from long distance as University wins it 10-8 to go to 9-2 on the season. Paris Gakuba leading the charge with 3 goals. Once again this season, Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award, part of the Lexus of Stevens Creek commitment to promoting volunteerism.
The voting continues to determine the top 10 vote getters. You can go to the Lexus of Stevens Creek Facebook page or website to vote for your favorite volunteer.
The top 10 vote getters will then submit essays, and 5 of those top 10 volunteers will then split $10,000 in scholarship money. So go and vote now. The polls close April 10th. Coming up, the final game at the Alhambra Easter Classic is Clayton Valley taking on Benicia.
And action from the Livermore Stampede as Castro Valley meets Dublin. This is 49ers Cali Sports Report, and we will be right back.
Back at Levi Stadium and the NBC Sports Studio, in action from the championship game of the Alhambra Easter Classic. Benicia and Clayton Valley are the 2 teams left standing.
Benicia features the hot bat of senior Alejandro Soto, who is batting .406 on the season. The Ugly Eagles outfielder Telly Hill is batting .381 with 8 doubles. The 2 teams square off Wednesday night.
The Benicia Panthers ready to go in the final game of the Alhambra Easter Classic. The Ugly Eagles from Clayton Valley with an ugly run in the first. Bases loaded for Brandon Canea, who sends it to short. Jay Sean Wise to Nate Freeman for the out, but Ryan Pierce scores. More Uggs in the first. Cooper Gardner knocks a solid single to left. Chase Graves scores. 2-0 Clayton Valley. But Benicia comes back. Alejandro Soto sending it up the middle. A tough chance there. Soto is safe, tumbling at first. Scoring is Cole Zidsdorf, part of a 3-run third for the Panthers. Clayton Valley retakes the lead in the fourth. Jose Ruiz with a rocket to right. That plates Chase Graves, 5-3 Ugly Eagles. But Benicia comes back again. Nate Freeman with a long blast down the right field line. All the way to the fence. The speedy Freeman into third with a sliding triple. He later scored on a wild pitch, part of a 3-run fifth inning. Then in the sixth, Soto with a sizzling shot up the middle. That's going to roll a long time. A.J. Longmire scores. It's a double for Soto and a 6-5 Benicia lead. Bottom 6, bases loaded, 1 out for Clayton Valley as Pierce singles sharply up the middle. Ryan Watada scores. Here comes Jack Murphy. Hits 7-6 Clayton Valley back on top. More for the Uggs. Inside out swing for Cooper Gardner that falls in right. Telly Hill scores and Clayton Valley goes on to win. 9-8 the final to take the Alhambra Easter Classic title.
The Castro Valley Trojans square up against Dublin in the 25th annual Livermore Stampede. Top 1, runners on second and third for Dublin's Aaliyah Lubrin, and Lubrin gets her team on the board with a nice swing of the bat. A double and 2 RBIs for Aaliyah, who's just getting loose. 2 batters later, Hannah Haney cashes in, grounding one up the middle, scoring Lubrin. It's 3-0 Gills as we head into the home half. Castro Valley with the bases loaded. Juliana Atria hits a hard grounder just out of the reach of the diving shortstop. The ball is slowed down, allowing Sophia Sui and Isabella Bergonciano to score. The next batter is Desiree Souza, who slaps it down the third baseline. Haley Clemmer comes home, then it's runners on the corners. The first base runner attempts to steal, but Gale catcher Amanda Engel guns out the runner. It's 4-3 in favor of the Trojans in the top of the second. Cannon Phipps pulls a hit through the left side. Here comes Mary Klingerman from second, and Dublin ties it at 4. 2 batters later, there's one on for Brooke Promes, and Brooke throws another run on the board. 2 innings later, Castro Valley down 8-7, but have runners on all the bases for Autria, and Jules slaps one up the middle, bringing in 2, and it gives Castro Valley the 9-8 lead. Tournament rules, time expires after 120 minutes, and the Trojans walk away as winners.
Remember, you can buy the entire game from the games we showed tonight on either DVD or we'll send it to you digitally. Go to 49erscalhighsports.com to order.
And be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and on Instagram. Give us a thumbs up on our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube page. That's where you can find and share all of the highlights and features you see on the show every week. And we have a winner from last week's Instagram giveaway. That's Sophia Leffy. She won the Jimmy G bobblehead.
One hit away brings us great advice on concussion prevention.
Here's Dr. Scott Scher with this week's tip.
An athlete's age and gender can influence the symptoms and healing of a concussion. Research shows that our brains are not fully developed physically and neurologically until the age of 25. So the younger the athlete, the more intense or frequent symptoms may occur, and the longer it may take to be less symptomatic and or heal. Data suggests female athletes sustain more concussions than their male counterparts. A major reason results from females not having the same head-neck muscle mass as males, which contributes to frequent and greater whiplash movements on the brain itself. Regardless of age and gender, it is important to recognize a concussion and treat it appropriately. One Hit Away understands your brain can change your game.
Coming up, the game for the top spot in the West Catholic League as powerful Mitty faces Valley Christian in our CCS Block Construction Blockbuster game.
And San Jose meets league rival Evergreen Valley, and we will be right back.
Come on. Come on, Squirt.
Whatever your financial goals are, a U.S. Bank Wealth Management Advisor can help make them a reality. Talk to one today. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
It's Truck Month. California's #1 volume dealer, South County of Gilroy, announces Jam to get a Ram. Hundreds of award-winning trucks are on sale. New Ram 1500 Eco Diesel with $18,000 off MSRP. New 2019 Ram starting at $23,988. Four-door trucks? Wow! New Ram 2500 Heavy Duty Diesel, $13,000 off. 2018 Pro City, just $16,888. Save over $9,000. It's time to jam to get a Ram in Gilroy.
The Rikers Center has long been a staple of the Bay Area sports community, offering flexible and adaptable training programs for all ages. Among their most advanced programs is Cornerstone, a training course that combines a group-style training session with one-on-one supervision to optimize the training of its most elite athletes. Beginning each session with a group-based training workout, Cornerstone offers the best of both worlds. Fluid dynamic sessions followed by routine, all the while being assisted by the center's certified coaches.
And we welcome into Levi Stadium. Just a spectacular day. Bright sunshine, not a cloud in the sky.
Back at Levi Stadium with a matchup of two of the outstanding softball teams making up the very competitive West Catholic League. The Mitty Monarchs coming into this game ranked 3rd in the nation.
But Valley Christian has a very talented squad and was ready to prove their worth against Mitty this week. Our Kiara Biagini breaks down the matchup in our CCS Block Construction Blockbuster game.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
The Midi Monarchs are the team to beat in the West Catholic League this season. The perfect 9-0 Monarchs are playing very well on both sides, averaging 8 runs a game with an ERA of 1. Look for junior shortstop Savannah Watley hitting a hot .520 with 13 RBIs. The Warriors feature standout power-hitting catcher Casey Zoback. The senior Cal commit is hitting .556 with 5 doubles, 2 triples, and 4 home runs. Two outstanding teams going head-to-head. It doesn't get any better than this. It's the Monarchs and Warriors in our CCS Block Construction Blockbuster game.
We jump ahead to the 3rd inning. Corey Thomas goes opposite field for the base hit, advancing little sis Aubrey Thomas to second. That brings up dangerous lefty Casey Zoback. The senior crushes this ball to deep right field. Gone! Zoback with her 5th homer on the season to give the Warriors a 3-run lead. VC pitcher Kayla Dominguez keeps the rally going with a hard rip down the third base line. That one rolls to the fence. Dominguez with a stand-up double. Now it's freshman Kylie Cunningham sending one up the middle. Faith Barnett scores, and it's 4-0 Warriors. And they're not done. Here's freshman Ella Steele laying down the squeeze. Cunningham scores, and Steele beats out the throw for the base hit RBI. Great execution by the freshman. Next up, Olivia Brown hits a grounder to third. Midi third baseman Jamie Hicks gets the out at first. The throw goes home. Taja Williams crosses home safely, and Brown gets the RBI. Bottom 3, Hannah Edwards hits it back up the middle to put Savannah Watley in scoring position. The Monarchs load the bases, but Dominguez gets out of the jam with the strikeout looking to end the 3rd. Bottom 5, the Monarchs get 2 runners in scoring position. This one is hit high and deep to left field. It is caught! The Warriors left fielder Steele robs the home run. What a catch by the freshman. The Warriors hand the Monarchs their first loss of the season. A phenomenal team win. Here's Dominguez and Zoback post-game.
All around, I think we did really good. I think we played for each other, not individually, which I'm really proud of them about and backing me up as a pitcher. And I think my team being there for me really took a little stress off my shoulders, knowing that this is a really good team that we're competing against.
That was huge. I don't even think we've beat Midi at their home turf since I've been a freshman. So that was huge for us, and it was a great win.
In San Jose with our blockbuster game, I'm Kiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report. Back to baseball with the Evergreen Valley Cougars hosting the San Jose Bulldogs in a West Valley League matchup. First inning, Moses Pena hits one back up the middle. The grass slows it down and allows Pena to get to first safely with the base hit. But Evergreen Valley's starting pitcher Chris Stripe brings his team back into the dugout with some high cheese for strike 3. Home half of 1, here's Amias Lamar at the plate for the Cougs. He hits a fly ball to right field, and that drops just fair. Lamar races around third and heads for home, and he is safe with the inside the park home run. Now it's straight up to bat. He sends a flare to the opposite side, and that one drops. Josh Garcia and Kyrese Romero come in to score, and that's a 2 RBI stand-up double for Strite. Evergreen Valley gets 6 runs in the first inning. Third inning, Romero up to bat, and he drops one in shallow center to bring Darren Doe home for the 7-run lead. Fourth inning, it's more Cougar offense. Noah Pabolonio comes in to pinch hit. He hits a flare that drops in no man's land. Derek Sy comes racing in to make it 15-0 Cougars. Lefty pitcher Garcia comes in to close for Evergreen, and he ends the game with a backwards K. The run rule is in effect, and Evergreen takes game 1 of the 2-game series against San Jose. Final score 16-1 through 5 innings.
Each week, the Harker School celebrates its pursuit of academic excellence with the Scholar Athlete Award. This week, we honor Michael Garcia from the Leland baseball team. Michael with a perfect 4.0 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates Catherine Zhu, a 2018 grad who is tearing up the fairways with the UC Berkeley women's golf team as a freshman. She finished 1 over last week with birdies on the 6th and 15th holes at Harker. Preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
Each week, Adobe brings us a tip on how to use great Adobe products to improve your highlight reel or team video.
Here's this week's Adobe tip. Building a graphic on the screen from the timeline is a powerful tool in Premiere Pro. Here's a rectangle I'll use to put a graphic over. I can place the rectangle perfectly in the middle of the screen by using the rectangle tool. Then with the rectangle in place, use the selection tool, hold down the Command or Control key, and drag the rectangle until it snaps into place. You can then set scale on the rectangle by setting in and out keyframes. Set your anchor point to the middle, and the rectangle will appear from the middle. Coming up, the Bay Valley League battle with Heritage and Antioch.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Power Rankings for baseball.
'49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions. 12 locations now open in the Bay Area. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Drive a little, save a lot. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by the Serino Group, here for good.
Hi, Ed Graziani, a founding member of the Serino Group. I'm proud to support high school sports on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pazine in Palo Alto, and I'm proud to support high school athletes on the 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The Heritage Patriots have the lead in the Bay Valley League, but it's really close with 5 teams in the league title hunt.
The Patriots taking on the Antioch Panthers on Wednesday. The Panthers just 1 game behind and looking to topple the first-place Patriots.
The Heritage Patriots lined up for the national anthem as they battle league rival Antioch. The hit and run in the first as Ryan Troy hits it through the right side. Casey Tudorici rounds second. He's safe at third and scored on a fielder's choice. A fantastic performance on the mound by Christian Machado, going 4 innings, giving up just 1 hit with 7 Ks. 1 on for Heritage in the third. Chaz Myers muscles up and sends it deep to left. Is it gone? It is off the top of the fence and over. It's a home run. Myers soars home. It's a 3-0 Heritage lead. Later in the third, Bryce Arana sends this one to shallow right. It drops in, allowing Tudorici and Troy to score, all part of an 8-run third inning for the Patriots. Still in the third, Gavin Tonkel rips it to right, slicing it away from the fielder. 1 run is in. Scooting around third and scoring is Jacob Dahl, and Heritage takes a commanding lead. The Patriots make it 10-0 in the fourth. The lefty Tudorici lines a solid single to center. Scoring is Keith Jones. Antioch down big, but still playing hard is right fielder Sebastian Palma with a terrific diving catch, but Heritage goes on to win big to go to 7-3 on the season. Machado with the win on the mound for the Patriots.
The Irvington Vikings looking to extend their undefeated streak in league as they take on the James Logan Colts. Logan takes an early lead. Andrew Mastagio bumps it to Ryan Ramchandani to Tio Inseoing for the kill. 4-1 Colts. Gabe Dominguez connects with Ramchandani, who sets it to Inseoing again, who slams it down for Logan to take the first set 25-11. Second set, Mateo Castillo passes it to Bilal Bandit, who sets it up for Edmund Louis. Louis fires a rocket into the hardwood. It's tied at 3. Jared Laguio to Ramchandani to Carson Weiss, who smashes it over the defense for the Colts. Then it's Mastagio to Ramchandani, setting it up for Matthew Luna, who gets some air, and that one isn't coming back. 25-14. Logan now up 2-0. We head to the third. Laguio to Ramchandani to Weiss, who goes hardline to lead at 16-8. Irvington with a response. Louis to Pandit. Back to Louis. The Vikes cut the deficit, but Logan is just too powerful. Inseoing slaps it straight down off the dig, and the James Logan Colts take the set 25-18 and the match. The Colts with the 3-set sweep.
The Harker volleyball team is having an outstanding season.
The team visiting the Rikes Center this week to talk about their season with Shanberries from 99.7 Now.
We're at the Rikes Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. Hey, it's Shan from 99.7 Now, here with the guys of the Harker Boys volleyball team! That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God, you guys are having an amazing season right now. You're 10-1. Were you confident this season? Do you guys think you were going to be this good?
Well, last year we had a lot of fun playing together. We did pretty well. We made the NorCal finals and the CCS finals, so this year was obviously highly anticipated, but we just want to keep having fun together, hopefully keep winning, and just, keep up what we're doing.
Awesome. What challenges did you guys encounter, and how did you overcome them this season?
So we faced a lot of challenges with injury in the past 2 seasons. Like I was injured, our big off over here was injured a little bit. We got a lot of people in and out of the starting lineup, but this year we've worked a lot to train and keep ourselves healthy. So we've done a lot better job of that this year than we did last year.
You guys are doing really well, so you guys didn't let that affect you. I love to end with traditions. Give us some of those Harker boys volleyball traditions.
First of all, thank you for having us. I appreciate it. But yeah, one of my favorite traditions is definitely we got Jeffrey's mom always brings us some pregame snacks before each game. Yeah, some nuts, berries, fruit strips, you name it.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, we also like to listen to some pregame music to get a little hype before games. Yeah, that's kind of our tradition.
What's your song right now?
Oh.
I'm putting you on the spot, right? I'll let you think of that one. It's Shan from 99.7 Now. You can catch me every morning on the Fernando and Greg Show, 6 to 10 a.m. And then 10 to 2. Give it up for the boys of the Harker Boys Volleyball Team.
DGDG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week. This is a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy Play goes to the St. Francis Lancers. 2 outs in the 7th, down by 2 with a runner at second. Sophia Roth takes this one deep to right. The ball falls and Roth is going to run a wow, tying the game as the Lancers went on to win it in extra innings. The girls were very happy about that. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. Some great plays this week. We'll see who gets it next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rikus Center.
Hi, I'm Andrew Havili. Today's training tip is actually a precursor to a squat. Let's say you have tight hips, have balance issues, core issues. This is a great exercise. So what Lauren's going to do is go down, reach for her toes, get the hamstring stretched, sit her butt down, eyes forward, and she's going to open up one hand, follow with her eyes, bring it back down. Other side, back down, both hands up, keeping her core engaged, squeeze on the way up.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a very cool pair of headphones, and an invitation to our 49ers Prep End of the Season Awards Banquet right here at Levi Stadium Monday, May 20th.
First off, we'll show you some very good contenders and then award this week's Play of the Week.
Our first contender is Sebastian Palma from Antioch with the diving catch. J.L. Miller from Los Gatos snagging the comebacker and doubling up the runner. Noah Amaral with the grand salami, folks. By the way, Arroyo is hot. Then it's Lowell's Tio Coolius with the seriously cool diving catch. And the play of the week goes to Ella Steele from Valley Christian. Someone put her in jail for this robbery. She's a freshman. Ella Steele stealing the play of the week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week as we feature one of the Bay Area's best 3 sports stars, Momo Wilmer. We'll see you next week.